So if you want to put videos onto your 3DS, there's a really convenient application called 3DS Video Converter 2.5 Beta 3, and it takes care of all the behind-the-scenes codecs, bit rates, and all that behind you, and you don't need to worry about any of that. You don't have to get any extra applications besides this one. And it does all the work behind you, and it's available on GBtemp. I've never been able to pronounce that, but anyways, link will be in the description on where you'll find this, and you'll come to a website such like this, and you're going to want to go to this download thing right here, SourceForge, and then you're going to want to click on this green button right here, the download button obviously, once you come to that page, and after about 4 seconds, as you can see, whoop, you'll come to with something like this. So, in addition to this, you're going to want something called WinRAR or 7-zip. It's pretty basic. I'm pretty sure you'll already have it, but if you don't, go ahead and Google 7-zip, or if you don't want to do that, there'll be a link in the description on where you can get it. So then you're going to want to click Open With, or if you already saved file, it doesn't matter. And after a little bit, you'll come to a menu like this, and you're going to want to create a folder on the desktop called, I don't know, it can be called anything, 3DS Converter. How about that? And then we'll put our files that we have open here into this. And then we can go ahead and close this window, and if you did save it by chance, go ahead and delete it because you won't need that zip anymore. You'll have this folder, and you'll want to go ahead and open up My Computer, followed by C, and then Program Files, obviously x86. But if you don't have x86, just go to Program Files, and you're going to want to drag and drop this thing right into here. Make sure that it says Move to Program Files x86. You don't want to put it in something else. Continue, and it should only take a second, quite literally. And then you'll go inside this. You'll see this application right here. You're going to want to right-click it, copy, and then paste a shortcut right on the desktop. So now you can easily access it. You could have left the folder on the desktop, but it just looks nicer and it's easier to use in the future. So now you can go ahead and open that up, something like this, and you'll come to a very basic looking thing right here. So you don't really need to worry about anything on this general right here. Like I said, it takes care of most of the things automatically for you. You can focus on default here, but before we begin, first you're going to want to set an output path. So let's go ahead and select where we want our converted videos to show up. I'm going to say desktop, convenience, right? It's going to show up, there's your video. And now this is a little bit more complicated, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rename it to HNI. Oh, that's 2 N's. HNI, as you can see here. And then this part's even more confusing, so what you want to do, as you can see, take out the SD card on the 3DS after turning it off if it's on. And just go ahead, take it out, put it in your computer. There we are. And then you'll come with this right here. You want to open up DCIM, which should be a pre-made folder for you. Go into the latest one. Actually, it doesn't matter whatsoever. You could use any folder here. I'm going to use the latest one, though, just for convenience. And then you'll see a bunch of numbers similar to what we just typed in here. HNI underscore number. You're going to want to make up a number that's higher than all of these other numbers. So we have 0026. We're going to call it 0027. And it will take care of the rest for you afterwards. So if you have more than one video, or your video is more than 10 minutes long, it'll automatically take care of it for you and just keep renaming it higher and higher and higher. So now what we want to go to is a folder where you want to convert your video, wherever that may be. Mine's in My Videos, wherever your video is stored. And I'm just going to drag and drop it onto this dialog box here with the giant folder and the downward arrow. It'll appear something like this. And then you want to go ahead and just click Convert. And in a matter of seconds, depending on how long the video is, it will be done. And you'll see it wherever you set it. I set it to the desktop, so there it is. And now with our SD card inserted, we can go ahead and drag and drop this thing that was just created into our folder right here. It's there. And we can go ahead and remove our SD card. Put it back into the 3DS. Up. And I'm going to try to film this best I can. I hate how long these things take to turn on. There it is. And, oh man, That is not a clear picture, is it? Right. So once you've opened the 3ds camera application, as you just saw, you'll see the usual video. You're going to want to go to View Your Photos and Apps. Apps, what did I say, apps? And you'll come to a dialog box right here. There's my face. It should say you probably can't read it, but it says the management file has been updated. Click OK to continue. You'll click OK, it'll load in, and then you'll click OK, and that's an indication that something has changed. So now you're going to want to scroll to the very beginning. Again, this is probably really hard for you to see, but there we are. And you should see this 11-1900 file folder, and inside that is where the video you just placed. And as you can see, that is indeed exactly what we put on, as I'm going to open it up here. That's exactly what we wanted to see on our 3DS. Hope you found this somewhat useful. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you next week.